What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we've got this beautiful Q8 e-tron provided to me by my good friends at McGrath Audi in Morton Grove. I will link their website down below. This car and a ton of others are available, so make sure you guys browse their inventory and give them a call if you've got any questions or need a new car. But today we're going to be taking a look at this beautiful e-tron, and I want to share my thoughts on what I think about this car and how it's been driving it to where I'm recording. So make sure you guys hit the thumbs up button, and let's go ahead and get started on this review. So we'll start with the exterior styling of the car. I will note these doors are extremely heavy. They do give me the G-Wagon type of feel when you shut them. They really close and give you that nice hearty sound when they close. The outside styling of the car, when I first saw it, gave me the Volkswagen Atlas type of vibe with the sloped back end. But I absolutely love the way this car looks. It's super sleek and very aerodynamic the way the design is. You've got the e-tron badging right there, which is pretty cool. I honestly really like how they did the wheels and tires here. As you can see, obviously this is a full electric vehicle, so maximizing the range that these cars get was super important to Audi. That's why they went ahead and did the rims the way they did. I think these look much better than the standard ones that come with Tesla that are just hubcaps. They feel super cheap, whereas these are metal right there, so that's a nice little feature you get there. I also like how everything is blacked out. Again, coming from a Tesla driver, these would all be chrome, which I think is super tacky and played out. This looks extremely stealth and very sharp looking, in my opinion. Those headlights are absolutely beautiful. I love the one strip LED that runs across here. Then you've got these four lines like that, looking pretty sweet. You've also got these inlets here for aerodynamics. New front grille. I mean, take a look how menacing that looks, guys. Let's go ahead and pop your trunk and see what kind of storage space this Q8 gets. Again, guys, this is a brand new car, so these are all the goodies that would come with it. But the trunk space, my initial thoughts are this is plenty if you were to go grocery shopping or to pick somebody up from the airport or something like that. Also, a cool feature is you've got these two pulls here that release the seats down, and you can just put things all throughout this back area. I don't think storage is a problem with this Q8. Same thing on this side. My bag is there, so I don't want to let that seat down. But you've also got a little 12-volt charger right there, and I believe you get some additional storage down here. I don't know what's going on with the spare, but you do get a spare and some additional storage down here. So like I said, I don't think storage is really going to be an issue with this e-tron. The trunk is obviously powered. Let's go ahead and pop the hood and see what that looks like under there. Take a look at that, guys. A ton of wiring, assuming that's a battery pack of some sort. And this is a small storage compartment that you get. Obviously the charger that comes with the vehicle and a little bit of storage here. But the only real maintenance you'd have to do on this kind of car is add the windshield fluid, which is not a whole lot. So let's jump in the e-tron and take a look at the interior. I'm super impressed with the way these doors pull. I mean, I'm telling you guys, these are extremely heavy when you pull on them. It's a really nice feel right there. Also, before I forget, this is the charge port for the car. Tap on that. How cool is that? Gives you that Iron Man vibe right there. Close it up. That's pretty cool. Alright, so now we're inside the Q8 e-tron, and it is honestly a great place to be, especially with the weather that we're having here in the Chicagoland area. But the first impressions I got of this car is the finish is extremely high quality. Obviously this is a luxury SUV, but take a look, guys. Everything feels very premium. The door handles, the steering wheel, anything that you touch is extremely well made. I really like this marbly looking piece that they put up here. You get the e-tron badging right there. And so this is my driving position. I'm about 5'10", and let's go ahead and see how the back seats feel for somebody that is about 5'10". Let's pop this chair back up. Okay, so this is, again, plenty of space. Like I said, I'm about 5'10". That's my respective driving position. You've got your dual climate controls back here. You've got USB-Cs down here, which is pretty sweet. You've also got rear heated seats, which is really nice. I've got plenty of headroom here. That's no issue there. This is not a bad place to be. I could definitely see going on a road trip in this car would not be an issue. You've got the little center console here, cup holders, and a little bit of additional storage space right here. I like how they put the little carpety felt things so things don't roll around if they're in there. But just listen to that. Look how premium this sounds. Ready? I mean, it's silly and simple, but that's what makes this car that special. The leather feels great. I think Audi did a great job, again, with the end user. The things that you touch and feel and see are absolutely top notch in my opinion. Let's go ahead and jump back in the driver's seat. Now again, I was playing around with the infotainment center. One thing that I do like is that it gives you this like haptic feedback when you touch the screen. So if you tap it, nothing really happens. You gotta press, and I don't know if the GoPro picks it up or not, but take a listen. It just feels really nice to press those buttons, as opposed to just a screen where you're not sure if you touched it or not. And again, it's got a ton of settings that you can go through. My fingers are a little wet, but the vehicle is extremely responsive. Anything that you press on pops up right away. There's no delays, no lagging. I'm super happy with the infotainment center. Obviously, you get the dual climate zones, one for the passenger, one for the driver. You get the heated and cooled seats, which is a must nowadays. Another thing that is really cool is when you're parking, check this out. So you've got the 360 camera here, so you could see obviously the way you're parking, if you're in the lines, things like that. But if you press this button, how cool is this, guys? That is sweet. Look at the attention to detail. That is pretty cool. Okay, so that is my impressions of the interior. We're gonna go ahead and take this car for a quick drive and show you guys what that looks like, what it feels like, and go from there. One thing I will note is I thought there should have been something here. The place to charge your phone is actually in here. So I don't know if you could see this little hook right here, but it opens up. It does have wireless charging. The only thing is you can't really see your phone obviously when it's down there like that, so that's going to be there. There's nothing here. Like I said, this is open through there. You do get this small compartment for cup holders, things like that. You also get a little bit of storage here. This is not too big. I don't see that being extremely usable, just to put valuables so you don't have people seeing them from the outside. Little hole here for you to run your cable through if you want to charge and things like that, which is a nice little feature. But let's go ahead and get this Q8 out on the road and see how it drives. It actually took me a minute to figure out how to put the car in drive. I kept tugging on this, I kept touching these, and the way to do it is to put your foot on the brake, and there's a little lever right here. You just pull on that. Now the car's in drive. The way to put it in park is to tap on this little P right here, and the car's in park, which I thought is a nice little feature. It's very sleek and blends in with the kind of ergonomics of the car here. So let's go ahead and pop it into drive, take it out on the road. I want to show you guys what it feels like to drive this car. So the first impressions when I first got in is there's no regenerative braking. I was like, this is a electric vehicle, why is there no regenerative braking? There actually is, and it's actually a pretty cool way of engaging it. So right there, I let off the accelerator. There is no regenerative braking. You got to actually step on the brakes. The way to engage the regenerative braking, which I thought is really cool and kind of makes it more enjoyable to drive the car, that kind of engages the driver, is the paddle shifters. So now I'm going to let off the accelerator, hit the downshift, the regen kicks in, downshift, downshift, and you can hear those motors slowing us down. I actually really like that feature because, like I said, it kind of involves you in driving the car. It's not just letting off the accelerator. So here we're coming up to a stop, downshift, downshift, the regen kicks in and brings the car to a stop. It's also got the nice hold feature, just like Tesla right there. So both feet are off the brake and accelerator and the car does not move, which I think is a nice feature. It's obviously got the heated steering wheel, which is really nice. It's also got different driving modes that you can put the car in. Right now we're just in normal mode, which I think is nice for everyday driving. It's got the acceleration that you need, being an EV, picks up really nicely. One thing that I would like to see this car have maybe in the future models is when you switch lanes, it would be nice for the cameras to pop up on the screen, similar to Teslas nowadays. And once you get used to that, it's kind of hard not to have it. It does have the blind spot monitoring, which is a nice feature to have. Here we go, downshift, 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 and you can see the regen kicking in right there. I love the sounds that these motors make. It's super dramatic when it comes to slow down and when you take off. Here, I'll be quiet on this takeoff. Take a listen how good these motors sound. It takes away the boring factor of it being an EV. Obviously it could have been dead silent, but having that motor sound is actually a nice little feature there. All right, take a listen. That sounds super nice and futuristic in my opinion. I like it. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comment section down below. Do you like that sound that comes from the motors? Now this Q8 gets about 300 miles of range on a single charge. I think it's right around 291, which is really nice. I know coming from, again, driving a Tesla, that number really tanks in the winter, especially with the cold temps that we have in the Chicagoland area. But that is what this car is advertised at, 291 miles of range. Now, as tested, this car retails for right around $85,000, which I think is on par with pricing for something like a Model X. You get plenty of features in this car. You get the premium feel, you get the high-end finishes, which I think is nice, especially at that price point. So overall, my thoughts on this car is, if you're in the market for an EV, I definitely suggest taking a look at the Q8 e-tron. It's got the sleek looks, it's got the performance, it's got the technology, it's got everything that you want in an EV. So make sure you guys consider the e-tron Q8 if you guys are looking for a car. It is super quiet in this cabin. Like I said, these doors are extremely heavy, and when you shut them, you can almost hear nothing from the outside, which is nice. I love how those motors sound. There it is, Audi Morton Grove. Downshift, downshift. I love that feature. Definitely takes some getting used to, but once you get the hang of it, it makes driving the car a lot more enjoyable. Downshift, downshift, downshift. So guys, that is going to end my time with the Q8. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Do you like these POV videos? Let me know what kind of car you guys want to see next. I'll do my best to get my hands on it. But thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.